In a world where truth is buried beneath traditions and hearts are shackled by duty, what happens when a bride walks toward her wedding? Not with hope, but with heartbreak. Chapter 10, Runaway or Relationship, takes us deeper into Geet's world, where every smile hides sorrow, every ritual feels like a punishment, and every vow echoes a lie. Welcome back to the Velvet Story, where emotions aren't just felt, they're lived. Chapter 10, Runaway or Relationship. The mirror reflected a bride draped in a rich maroon lehenga adorned with delicate embroidery, each thread whispering tales of a grand celebration. Heavy jewelry, polished stones and gold, clung to her neck, her wrists, her ears. It was everything a bride could dream of. But Geet wasn't dreaming. She felt trapped in a moment that should have been joyful. The weight on her chest wasn't from the necklace but from the burden of truth she couldn't share. She looked at herself, her reflection dull despite the brilliance of her attire. A knock brought her back. "Mama, you look good," Abhi beamed, stepping into the room, his innocent eyes lighting up as he gazed at her. Geet turned and smiled faintly, hiding the storm beneath her calm face. "Abhi, listen to Rosie auntie, okay? I have some work today. Make sure to eat your dinner and sleep on time." "Okay, Mama," he chirped, unaware of the emotional chaos clouding her world. Rosie entered moments later, holding back her emotions. "Ma'am, you look beautiful," she whispered. Geet didn't respond. Rosie understood. There were things words couldn't touch. "Auntie, please take care of Abhi," she said, already turning away, her voice low but firm. "I will, ma'am," Rosie replied, watching her walk out, shoulders squared but soul weary. Geet moved down the hallway, her dupatta trailing behind like a silken shackle. She wanted to run, scream, disappear, but she knew better. Running hadn't saved her before. Reality always finds you, and this time, reality came with Sindor. Scene shift. At the wedding venue, the grand hall sparkled like a modern-day palace. Flowers, chandeliers, soft music, and murmuring guests, all painted the perfect picture of celebration. The crowd buzzed with excitement. The media whispered about the Maan Singh Khurana finally getting married. He stood near the mandap, tall and composed in a cream sherwani. He looked every bit the powerful bachelor turned groom. His bachelor party last night was the talk of the town. Wild music, pretty girls, expensive drinks. It had been his kind of fun, this wedding. Just another step in his plan. But now, Maan waited, impatient, almost restless. Where was she? Scene shift. Outside. Rocky watched Geet closely as he drove her to the venue. She was silent, lost in thoughts far too heavy for a single heart. "Ma'am, are you still angry with me, sir?" he asked hesitantly. Rocky wasn't just a driver, he was family. Meet had trusted him with his life, his legacy. Even after Meet's passing, Rocky and others had stayed loyal, choosing to support Geet and Abhi out of respect and admiration. Geet sighed. "I don't know, Rocky, I just wish he was the right guy for you." She didn't respond immediately. Her voice came after a moment, quiet and bitter. "I'm only pretending for Anupama auntie. We'll move back in 3 months." Rocky's hands tightened on the steering wheel. "Ma'am, please live your life." Geet let out a hollow laugh. "Rocky, my life ended a long time ago." She stepped out, closing the door behind her. Rocky sat still for a moment and whispered to the air, "I pray you get your life back, ma'am. So soon." Scene shift. The entrance. Alone, she stepped into the luminous hall. All eyes turned, but Maan's gaze burned the brightest as it found her. He strode to her quickly. "Where's Rosie auntie, Geet?" "She's doing her work, Mr. Khurana." "Maan." "Only Maan," he corrected with a smirk. Their moment was short-lived. His mother's voice pierced the atmosphere. "Look what kind of woman she is. Late on her second love marriage. Doesn't even look like a real bride. No friends, no family. Did she ever stand by your side?" The words sliced through the air. Geet turned to her, eyes unflinching. "Mrs. Khurana, I know we don't like each other. Believe me, the feeling is mutual. But I won't tolerate disrespect. Maan and I love each other. We are the only ones who get to decide whom we spend our lives with. This marriage will take place, with or without your blessings." Maan was silent. Normally, he would never tolerate anyone speaking to his mother like that. But today? He let it go. His mother had started it. And Geet. Geet was only making his plan easier. Had you listened to me, Maan, and married Samira, we wouldn't have to see this day, his mother snapped. Mom, please. I don't love her. I don't want to ruin her life. And Geet is right. Prema's voice trembled with anger. They say a son changes after marriage. But you? She snatched you before. I hope someone snatches your son too. Enough, his Dadi Ma interrupted. Geet and Maan made a choice. Let's respect it and move forward. Yes, Ma is right, his father agreed softly. Scene shift, the ceremony. They sat before the sacred fire, the priest's chants rising in rhythm with the flames. Maan looked bored, tapping his fingers. Geet stared at the fire, her eyes blank but her soul screaming. This wasn't a wedding, this was a performance. I knew you'd come, Maan whispered near her ear. She didn't answer. What was there left to say? They exchanged garlands. She moved like a puppet, each ritual a reminder of the lie she was living. Oh ho Geet, don't be so serious. We know it's fake, enjoy it, Maan chuckled. Easy for a guy, she muttered. Then came the knot between their dupatas, the 7 circles around the fire, each step further into the illusion. Her mind whispered cruel truths. This isn't love. This isn't happiness. This is survival. Finally, he tied the Mangal Sutra around her neck and filled her parting with sindoor. A drop slid down her nose. The priest smiled. You are now husband and wife. Applause broke out. Guests came forward with congratulations. Maan smiled. Geet remained frozen, her face held no joy, only quiet torment. Inside, she begged to escape this web of lies. Maan leaned in, his voice low and smug. Welcome to my life, Mrs. Geet Maan Singh Khurana. The way he said it sent a shiver down her spine. It was fake, but that name echoed like a branding. Her name, his surname, their lie. Geet is now a wife. But not by choice. And Maan? He's won, but what has he really gained? A love built on pretense. A bond forged in silence. Will this web of lies unravel, or is this just the beginning of a deeper game? Don't miss what comes next in Pretend. Backhand index pointing right. Like, share, and subscribe to The Velvet Story for more heart-wrenching romance and unspoken truths. Because some stories aren't just told, they're survived.